guys, and welcome to today's review on two brand new perfumes from Zoologist. And I'm really excited because these novelties are super duper ultra cool. And if you have never heard about Zoologist, then you are really missing out, because in my opinion this is one of the best indie perfume brands of our time, and the founder and the owner of this brand, Victor Wong, is a genius, because his idea is to create fragrances inspired by different animals, their habits and place of living. And he has an amazing perfume line, and I have many reviews on his fragrances, so all the relevant links as well as the link to the official website of Zoologist you will find in the description box underneath this video, so make sure to check it out. But these two new additions, which are you ready, guys? Oh my god. First of all, we have Chameleon, and just look at it. I live for its beautiful design. It is holographic. Do you see it, guys? Like, it is absolutely crazy. It shifts its color and it is so cool. And the second new release is DODO, which is a fascinating scent, and I will tell you about it in a second. But I wanted to tell you that you can order samples, travel sprays and full bottles on the official website. And these fragrances from Zoologist, they are a real deal, because for this creativity and for this quality, these fragrances are really long lasting. You're getting amazing pricing, and look at his perfume boxes. Like, I love the cute animals, but in the inside of the box you'll get the story of the perfume and the notes, so that is very helpful too. I love the presentation, I love the whole concept of Zoologist fragrances. And let's get started talking about these new babies. So I want to begin with Chameleon, just because it drives me crazy. Every time I look at it, it just makes me so happy, and it is a very trendy packaging. And Chameleon is that animal that comes from Madagascar, so that is quite an exotic island. And the perfumer who created this fragrance is Daniel Pasio. By the way, if I mispronounce any words in this video, I'm very sorry, and that's why I highly recommend you to visit the official website and read the interviews with the perfumers, because they are so interesting. So as I was telling you, this fragrance was created by Daniel Pasio, who is from Brazil, and he's a trained perfumer. And the idea was to create this tropical fragrance based around the notes of ylang ylang and vanilla. But what I like about this fragrance the most is that it is not your typical monoi ylang ylang sweet vanilla. Actually, it opens with a whole kaleidoscope of different colors. I wouldn't necessarily say that it shifts the color and it really changes dramatically on the skin. I mean, like, it goes through a process of development, but it is not that different in the dry down. It just calms down and becomes more pale and just satisfying and even calm, because the opening is super bright. It's like an explosion of exotic tropical fruity notes, and I smell ylang ylang already in the opening, but more of a fruity ylang ylang, not that tropical floral sensation. And then there is also the note of mango, and I love the scent of mango. I love to eat mango. I love everything about mango, and I'm very happy that I can recognize it in here. But then the fragrance changes. After that super fun and just delicious mouth-watering and very fruity opening, fragrance turns more floral, and those flowers are very creamy yet powerful. And I smell the most the note of frangipani, which creates this whole island vacation mood, and also the note of ylang ylang becomes more floral and loses its fruitiness. But what I love actually the most about this fragrance, that it has salty skin-like scent, and I'm a huge fan of the scent of skin that has been out in the sun all day, because it has some pheromones, right? It smells so sexy and natural and a little bit animalic, and I also get that out of here. Actually, the note of salt is present, and I really like it. And I actually think that it might come from Cashmeran, which is in here, and also Sea Breeze, but it is not too aquatic. So as I've told you previously, it calms down in the dry down, and the vanilla with opopanax and some other sweet ingredients make it just really well rounded and balanced, and it just becomes more calming and satisfying. And actually, when I smell chameleon, I have a picture in my head of two lovers who met in the exotic island of Madagascar and fell in love, and they spent amazing time together making love to each other in the floral paradise, eating exotic fruits from the trees and just having the time of their life, watching beautiful sunset at the ocean. So that is the feeling and the fantasies that I get when I smell chameleon. And since it is such a sunny and bright scent, I would say that it is great for the upcoming summer season. It is long-lasting. It projects intensely in the first hours, but then it really calms down, and it is a very harmonious scent. And I love the salty sexiness that comes from it, and that is just something that is pretty easy for me to enjoy. I love a little bit oriental, animalic, sweet, fruity fragrances like that. And actually, Dodo was the one that I was a little bit skeptical about, even though I had a privilege to smell both perfumes last year in Milan, because the zookeeper, Victor, brought a few samples, and I smelled them. And I actually fell in love with them. But then, as I learned as fragrances were launched officially that this is a fougere, Dodo is a fougere, I was like, oh yeah, I liked it, but now I'm a little bit scared, because I will explain you why. I do not like fougeres. This is my least favorite perfume style, because I find fougere fragrances masculine, old-fashioned, and I miss some originality in them. But I was like, come on, Yana, you loved it when you first tried it, your first impression was amazing, when I didn't know anything about it. And I was like, come on, zoologist, he knows what he does. So as I got the bottle and tried it on my skin, I was really shocked. Like, I had a shock moment, I had a wow moment, because it was a bit different from what I remembered it smelling. And the coolest thing about this perfume is that it is aquatic, it is a fresh fragrance, but it doesn't remind me of all those classy fougeres. And I think that is actually because one of the most like core parts of fougere, which is lavender, is missing here. So we have bergamot and we have oak moss, but we don't have the traditional lavender, and that really makes this fragrance more modern and more likable for me personally, and less masculine, which is also great. So the overall impression of this scent is like walking through the seaside, and it is a windy, warm but cloudy day, and you smell the dirty freshness of the ocean. This fragrance is really aquatic, it has marine vibes, but it has also dirty musk in here, which is very, 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 very noticeable. It is like clean, but at the same time it is dirty, and that is what is appealing to me personally, because I love animalic scents. And I also can tell you that I have a little bit of an impression of a forest, and that is just like the tiniest element in this perfume. It is not about forest in the first place, it is about ocean to me personally more than it is about the forest, but I got that plenty sensation in here. And even though it is a fougere, and from French fougere means fern, I have never smelled fern and I don't know how it smells. I suppose it is a plant and it should smell green. This fragrance is not that green though. It has green elements, it has even floral elements, more animalic and even more marine elements. And this is a very harmonious fragrance that is not your traditional fougere. It smells natural, it smells bright, and it has that sensation that you are in the island and or at the seaside, and you just breathe in the power of an ocean. And Dodo's those were amazing birds who unfortunately were hunted to extinction, which really sucks. That's why I really like that Victor created a fragrance inspired by them, and they came from Mauritius, which is also an island. So both fragrances have a little bit of aquatic vibe. That's why they're perfect for the hot season. And I would say that this one, Dodo, is more masculine and Chameleon is more feminine, but both men and women can rock these fragrances easily. On me, Dodo lasts longer, and both of them make me feel really good. And these are ultra modern perfumes, and they are so unique and extraordinary, and I just love them. That was just a mind-blowing fragrance for me that I loved for sure. Like, thanks Victor for doing that. And if you are not used to extravagant scents, this might be a pleasant challenge for you. So let me know which Zoologist fragrances you like. If you have ever tried these novelties, let me know what you think. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Stay tuned, smell good, and we'll see each other next one really soon. Bye guys.